All right. First off, let me address this thumbnail real quick before I even get into the video. Excuse me, the audio. So, Tesla Boy posted that picture on his Twitter, and only he wasn't wearing jeans. He was wearing his skivvies, and his tiny little ding ding was hanging out. So, I couldn't use that picture because, dude, his little ding ding was hanging out. It was hilarious. I mean, you can go see it, it's on Twitter, but he posted that picture. And then he tried to say that I stole it out of his personal collection. Okay, first off, how am I going to get into your personal collection of photos? Or what are you trying to say? I was hiding in your bedroom closet when you posted that? Come on, man. Anyway, I haven't talked to this dude or about this dude in like 9 years. But like 2 months ago, he just randomly shows up on my Twitter saying that he's going to sue me and shit. And I'm like, what? This guy's back? And every time I would try to reply to him, he would block me. And then he would unblock me and say some other shit. And then I would try to reply and he would block me. I don't know what's up with this guy, but let me tell you a little bit about him. So, if you don't know, 10 years ago when I started doing shows, he did like all the technical stuff, like the production part. And he was damn good at it. I'm not going to lie. He was damn good at what he did when he showed up and stuff like that. I mean, he was always busy going out eating gas station sushi and stuff like that. So I hit like 10,000 subscribers and he had maybe like 12,000. And then I hit 12,000 and I tied him and we were goofing with each other about, "Hey man, I passed you, ha ha ha." Next day I wake up, dude's got over 100,000. He is the king of botting subs and followers. I mean, look at his Twitter. He's got like 15,000 followers on there, but when he tweets, he never gets a like or a reply or nothing. Anyway, he bought all these subs on YouTube, and this is no joke. When he hit 100,000, YouTube refused to give him the play button because they said that his subs were compromised and a lot of them were fake. So he told all of us that he was going to sue Google. The kid is like well, he's not a kid, he's like 24, but he is like the suing, he is all about suing people, but he never does. So I announced I was going to start streaming again, and he comes out and says that I'm not allowed to stream because he owns the rights to all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't even know what he's talking about, but he said if I paid him like $3,000 per stream, I could stream, or he was going to sue me. And I don't know if he's trolling or in his mind, like he thinks that he's legit. I don't get it. But anyway, back to little stories about Tesla Boy, as I like to call him. Because dad leased him a Tesla when he was like 18. And then the lease ran out and he had to return it. But he tells everyone that he's rich and he's a millionaire and he works for Tesla. Everything the dude says is a lie. Dude's whole shit is a lie. He lived with mommy and daddy till he was like 25, and once he announced that he was gay, or 24 or whatever, once he announced he was gay, his parents threw him out. I don't give a rat's ass that he's gay. I could care less. Like I always kind of knew that he was gay. Didn't care. Dude never talked about girls, never had a girlfriend, and I just assumed he was gay. And after him, Sammy helped me out a lot. He was gay too. I don't give a crap that you're gay. It doesn't affect me one way or the other. But that's what he's going to try to say, that people are bullying him because he's gay and blah, blah, blah. No, it's because you're just a piece of shit. So anywho, we were doing these shows and they were getting, quite a lot of people there. 60, 70, 80 people, 100 people. And he's like, hey, he calls me up one night and he goes, "Hey, I know how we can get a lot more listeners and a lot more subscribers." And I was like, "How?" He goes, "We'll just do a giveaway." And I'm like, I don't want to really spend money on a giveaway because there's not that much money coming in. If I had a bunch more money coming in from YouTube, I would spend it on giveaways. And he's like, "No, no, no, no. You don't actually do a giveaway. You just say you're doing a giveaway. And then when people start questioning who won, you just make up a name." And I was like, "Dude, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not going to screw over like listeners because a lot of the people who listen are my friends, man." And he's like, "Yeah, they won't know. They won't know." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that." So then he tells me, "Well, how about we do a legit giveaway and I'll pay for it?" Because you got to remember now, all he ever talked about was how rich he was and how he had all this money. And I was like, "Dude, if you want to buy shit to give away, That's fine. But it's got to be legit. And he's like, yeah, it will be. He goes, I'll buy a PS4. They had just came out at the time. And I was like, for real, dude, you're going to buy a PS4 to give away? And he goes, yeah. So we did a whole stream on like this PS4 giveaway. And there was like 400 people there. And somebody had won. And after it was over, here, the account that won was like a make-believe account. That was kind of the downfall of our relationship. And plus, I found out he was a kid. He told me he was like 19, but he was actually like 15, which I didn't know. So I was talking to Tyndall the one day, and I was like, dude, do you know he's 15? And he's like, no. And I said, well, dude, he got to go. I can't have a little 15-year-old kid on an adult show. So we decided to kick him out. And then it turned into he was suing us and just all kinds of dumb shit, which we just ignored. And, it went from there. Didn't really care anymore. But the dude is like just a big baby. And he sends all these tweets out to me, to Mike, just talking shit about suing us and all kinds of crap. And then he deletes them all. He's so scared of losing his Twitter. He lost his blue check mark because he can't afford to pay for it anymore. I don't even know what that costs. What is it, like $10 a month? How do you not have $10 a month? But he got rid of that. And that meant his whole life. That little stupid blue check mark, that was his whole life. And now it's gone. And I'm thinking, damn, dude, you don't have $10 a month or $8, whatever it is. But I think he's really down in the slumps, and no shit. I actually sent him an email and I was like, hey man, why are you doing all this again? Like randomly out of the blue 7 years later. Do you just need someone to talk to, man? I'm dead serious, dude. If you just need someone to talk to, let me know. I will talk to you. I will try to help you out. But he just won't stop. I don't know. I tried to be cool with the kid. I tried to be like nice to him. That's not what he wants. He harasses everybody with stupid lawsuit bullshit. I mean, everyone knows it's all bullshit. And he's got all these Twitter accounts, and every one of them has like 20,000 followers on it. It's just, who spends money on that kind of stuff besides him? I mean, I guess people do it. I just find that like pointless. Spend all your money on fake followers. I guess if that makes you feel important, if that's like, makes you feel good about yourself. But you guys need to watch Mike's video about him. He nailed it. It's a really good video. I'll put the link down in the description. I suggest you watch it because it's really good. And that set him off too. Even though the video's 3 years old. I guess he just found it now. But that really set him off. And I could go on and on about this guy, He used to cry before the shows about his homework. And we assumed he was in college. And he's like, yeah, I can't figure this stuff out. And it was basic math. Like it was the easiest mathematical stuff. And Tyndall used to spend like an hour before the streams helping him with his homework. How do I know? Because I was there in the Discord listening. And I would be like, oh my God, for the love of God, this is so easy. And then Tyndall got sick of doing it. He's like, man, I can't keep spending all my time doing his homework for him. And I'm thinking, yeah, dude, it's like high school math. Well, here, the whole time it was high school math. we didn't even realize that. But the kid he's just phony. I keep saying the kid. He's a grown-ass adult. And, like I said about that thumbnail, he tried to say that I stole that from him. How? You posted it on Twitter. It's probably still there. I don't even know. But I screen capped the post. I mean, it's legit. It's a legit post that he made. After he came out as being gay, he's one of those gay people who thinks you have to be full-blown, like, flamboyant and act like a little sissy. I know several gay people, and none of them act like that at all. None of them. They're just gay. They prefer, the company of men over women. But you don't gotta prance around like a fairy and paint your nails black and dye your hair pink. You don't gotta do that crazy shit. And I think the majority of that's just for attention. And that's what he wants. He wants attention. But, I never cared that he was gay. I don't care that he's gay now. But he likes to mention that he's gay, 600,000 times for attention. He's one of those type. He can't just be gay and be happy with himself and keep it to himself. He wants an award for it. He wants rewarded for being gay. Like these people who come out as trans and all that crap. But anyway, so he's back now with the lawsuits, Melanie and all that garbage, if you guys remember all that. And I don't even know why, just randomly out of the blue. I guess maybe he just wants attention. I don't know. But he still lies and says he works for Tesla, he works for Apple, he works for all these major companies. His website's down, he can't afford that anymore. Just all this stuff, man. The same old Tesla boy. and I don't understand why now. Anyway, that's the rundown on him. I'm sure I've left a lot of it out, but you can go watch Mike's video and pick up what I missed. He's a scammer. He's fake. All his subs are fake. 130,000 subscribers on YouTube, but when he makes a video, he gets like 600 views. And I know that like I'm subscribed to stuff I don't watch either. People just don't unsubscribe, but he never had that many in the first place. He bought them all. Yes, you can go to websites and buy subscribers. You can do that. Anyway, thanks for listening, and follow me on Twitter. Excuse me, X. More videos to come. All right, peace.